It's kind of a bold move to call your first Anamorphics epic. If you're watching out for recent releases, you know I'm talking about Viltrox's new set. Looking at them on paper, I have mixed feelings, but in real life, are they really epic? I guess we'll have to find out. Viltrox is bringing to the market a 3-lens cine set made up of 35, 50, and 75mm lenses. They're all T2, designed for full-frame sensors, and with a squeeze factor of 1.33 times. I can feel some of you clicking out of this video already, so please hold tight for a bit. The ones that I got here are in PL mount, but you can also get them in E, Z, or L mounts. It's strange not to see RF or EF on that list, but still, if you can choose PL, I'd always go for that as the most reliable and versatile mount in the list. All 3 lenses are the same size and weight, 2 kilograms or 4.4 pounds, with geared rings and matching placement for the rings. They are also white, which is a pretty special touch to make the lenses more memorable. Would you have noticed had I not mentioned it? The front of the lenses has a 95mm outer diameter, which is perfect for clip-on matte boxes, and we can also see the 1/4-inch hole for lens support. Focus throw is 290 degrees, which gives you nice control for racking between subjects. Focus comes down to 2'7" for the 35 and 50mm, and 3'3" for the 75mm. It's not super close, but also not bad. The 35mm does feel like it could benefit from closer focus though. So what's up with the 1.33 squeeze factor? To be honest, I'm not really sure why Viltrox chose such a light squeeze. My guess is most video cameras record 16:9, so 1.33 gets them close to CinemaScope. And that was the end of it. And they're not wrong, but at the same time, it's very light squeeze. The 35mm has the horizontal field of view of a 26mm spherical. The 50mm matches a 37mm, and the 75mm is equivalent to a 56mm lens. Each lens costs $2,800, and the full set goes for $7,800. So they're pricier than Sirui and Greatjoy, but much cheaper than the next option, Mercury? I'm not displeased with the results, to be honest. I've used them to film some of my last talking heads, and I really liked how they came out. I'm finding that the lab tests come out less fun than actually using the lenses. I felt the results wide open were pretty sharp, and they only get sharper as you stop down. The lesser squeeze makes it easier to get the images sharp. We also have no changing squeeze factor, as these use a sort of variable diopter for focusing in front of the anamorphic group. Distortion is most pronounced on the 35mm, where we have light pincushion. The pattern repeats for the longer lenses, but in a less noticeable fashion. Again, this is very easy to correct and even reverse in post-production for the more traditional barrel distortion. For flares, we got the traditional blue tones, but much more subtle in both saturation and intensity. They're also not super easy to flare, which gives you the choice over when you want flares and which light sources in the scene are capable of creating that. I've been playing with these lenses for a while now, and they came out to be my favorite set in modern budget offerings. Yeah, they're pricier than Sirui and Greatjoy, but they come out already as a full set, which makes you production ready. Plus, they're all very consistent with one another, both mechanically and optically. They're pretty clean, and bokeh is subtle, but I am liking that combination for stuff that doesn't need to be hardcore anamorphic vibes, but just a slightly different look. Last, props to Viltrox for putting out an awesome proof of concept video to introduce the lenses before their launch. This has tons of production value, and it's more likely to display what to expect from the lenses in a creative scenario than sterile lab tests. What are your thoughts on these? Is 1.33 still too little for you? What about the advantages of a full set and consistent everything? I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll see you on the next one. Chito Ferradas, out. Is that actually rolling? Was it? You better.